There we go. First one of the day just hooked up. We have both of the cameras running. We're out here doing a tight line nymphing video with the Lively Legz crew. Iron Mike's going to be doing the fishing. I'm going to be doing the filming.
The down and dirty hairs here, top fly.
You got the down and dirty tungsten beads, top fly. He's doing a double nymph rig. We're going to go over that nymph rig here in a minute. And right off the bat, he's got a beautiful wild brown trout. As far as the GoPro releases, it's not going to work out because these streams are murked up. We lucked into some rain last night. We got the murk that we wanted. We have the conditions we wanted. We decided to come out and do a tight line video, small streams here in our home state of Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania. That's the way to start it off. There we go. I could see that one coming. You guys see in the video, Mike has a real nice tight line. You can see a sighter line before he set that hook, and it's a nice fish, especially for these small streams here in central PA. Before he set that hook, if you notice, you could see that line tighten up. Mike felt the hit, saw the hit, set the hook, and it results a very nice tight line trout, wild trout here in Pennsylvania. It was caught on his bottom nymph. We'll get a look at that nymph.
Size 16 sulfur.
We've done excellent with the sulfurs. There's sulfurs all through the water. It's a size 16 sulfur nymph. And I'll move it over here so you can see the Lively Legz. Definitely sets that nymph off from anything else as well. Great way to start, Mike. 2 fish, a couple minutes of fishing, and we're going to just keep this tight line video rolling. Listen as I give you little tips and tricks that we use. Like I said before, you've seen a lot of our indicator fishing. This is small stream tight line fishing here in central PA. Iron Mike from Lively Legz and Benny P with the camera. If you come down here and look, I'm going to show you who our cameraman number 2 is today. It's going to be the old trusty dusty tripod. The big tribe was busy, had things going on. We couldn't bring him along as part of the crew, so we decided to bring the second best option to the big tribe, and that is a tripod. We're going to try to get double hookups all day long. So far we got a couple on video. We're going to keep rolling. Oh my! I saw the hook set. Seems like Mike's finally getting pocket here. Once again, I want to stress that we are upstream movement. You have to watch how you approach these fish. There we go. You have to watch how you approach these fish. There we go. You have to watch how you approach these fish. If you try to walk straight down to the hole, you walk up to this fish, you're going to spook them. And this is just a beautiful little wild trout here in Pennsylvania. They don't get much prettier than this. Let's go down across that little bugger.
Look at that adipose spinner.
Beautiful. That's what we're after.
I like catching these just as well as the big boys. My favorite fish right there. There he goes.
There it is. Another hookup on video. Looks like a nice sized fish too for this little stream. I'll get over and take a look. My, another looking beauty. Yes it is. There it is. Zoom in on Mike. We've got the camera set up behind me here. He just called out. He hasn't had a hit in a couple casts here. And this run, he favors this run. Caught a lot of fish out of here. Just like that. Well, he took it down, didn't he?
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to save the trout, or I know
Wow, that's way down there.
It's a barbless hook. So we'll see if...
Here, let me give you a pair of hemostats. I have a pair right here. Yep.
The nice thing about barbless is they pop right out. So.
Yep, there he goes. That fish is gone.
Yeah, he took off good.
There it is. And you saw Mike? Up out of the water. There it is. And you saw Mike? Very tight line the whole way through there. Watching his, I think you have the Cortland cider line, Mike? Is that correct? Watching his Cortland cider line, waiting for it to tighten out. It does. You can see it in the video. And bam, another fish.
That's a pretty one too, if you want to take a look at him.
Yes, I do. And there's what it is. Not ginormous fish, just beautiful wild fish. Another thing I want to point out, if you look, a lot of guys like to say, I'm going to fish the holes, I'm going to fish the holes. And yeah, we have a little bit of a hole running through here, but this is more of a run that's coming down through.
Just gets three hits in here.
3 hits. Just gets a little bit deeper. You have faster current. A lot of times we catch our fish right on the outside of this current line, either side, where the fish are usually laying and feeding. Bring the nymphs down through there, like Mike's doing, and bam, we're catching fish.
There he is. I just said that was the perfect pair. If you put it where they are, I mean, oh, you got to fight through them.
You saw again, Mike's following this current line down. On the opposite side, it's a little deeper on that side. The fish are sitting there. They're waiting for food to come down through, and there's nymphs all through these waters. And they ambush them.
Look at the spots on him.
No, we got to get a picture of this one. That's the one so far, Mike. Look at you can see par marks down through them. You can see the kind of the golden belly there. That's a beautiful wild fish. We'll get a quick picture of him. Okay, we got a quick still shot. We have to have something for a cover shot, and away it goes.
They take off when you release them.
Can't beat it. This is it.
Now, that's only about 1.5 feet of water over there, and that's 4 hits in there and 2 fish, so, you know, it doesn't need to be the big pockets like Benny said. See if we can't get another.
There he is. Mike calls it out. Oh, that's a nicer fish.
Yes, it is.
That might be a picture shot too. Might have to get the old net out for that guy. So far this has been this honey hole of the day. Just got done saying they're not holes, but we still call a sweet spot a honey hole. And look at that guy. He took the top nymph, is that correct, Mike?
Yes.
Bottom nymph caught up in the net. We'll get it out of there.
There we go. Pretty trout.
My goodness, is that a gorgeous fish. Look at that thing. Beautiful.
They're barbless.
Can't beat those hooks.
No, they pop right out and they don't lose too many fish. I mean, you get those jumpers and wigglers with the barbless, they'll sometimes pop out, but once you have a good hook set, I love them. Love them.
Good. Okay, nice little spot back there, moved on upstream. Decided to try to get in across the creek, camera angle. Just to give you a better look at Mike's technique. And there it is. Can't stress enough. Keep a tight line, keep confidence that there's fish in the water, and as soon as you see any bit of a pause, hesitation, or the straightening of your line, that's when you want to set the hook. That's the results. Beautiful trout. Beautiful. Another beauty. Mike's on fire today. Alright, we'll see if he can get back-to-back fish out of this spot. And you can't beat it. We're at, I think, remember correctly, today's June 17th. I don't mean to sound ignorant, but sometimes that date just doesn't mean that much to me. And there it is. Mike does it again. Back-to-back fish. He might have taken 1 or 2 casts after that one, and these are beautiful butter bottom brownies right here.
He took the big size 12 sulfur.
Mike put on a size 12 sulfur, and that's what that fish took with the lively legs. That's been one of our hits. That sulfur lively legs nymph. That's a winner. Oh my, first cast in a new spot. Little dinkity dink dink. He just turned on Big Shroud's replacement, the tripod camera today. Now he's going to work this section of water, and I'm going to get another angle for you to see him nymphing and give you an idea of how we're working this water today. We have some fast water coming down in. Forms a real nice long pocket, kind of like a little hole. Mike's working his way down through there, and just like that, hooks up with the fish. Little guy, nevertheless. Beautiful looking trout. Nice little barbless hook pops out. He's back in the water. And there he is. He's up in the heart of the hole now. Up in the heart of the run now. Coming down through, heart of the run. He's got a nice fish on. And there it is, to the net. In efforts to not screw up this spot, I'm going to stay right here. I'd like to go get a picture of that fish. One of the nicer ones we catch out of the stream. But let's see if he can't catch another one here. Well, I'll tell you what, that cider line is just killer. I'm sitting here, I'm watching Mike nymph, and I'm watching that cider line. I can't keep my eyes off it. Mike said this is a beauty. That Cortland cider line, it's as far as I know, it's a monofilament. It's a solid color, and boy does it make seeing a strike easy. Really makes your job easy when you're tight line nymphing. Oh yeah, that's a beauty, Mike. Let's run down across that. Look at that guy. Let me get my hands wet here. I'm going to pick this guy up for a second.
You got him?
Oh my.
On the top.
That's a fish.
Okay.
That's a fish right there. Look at that guy. I don't get any more beautiful than that fish right there. I'll get that nymph out of his mouth, get a picture, and get him back in the water. Oh my, what a fish. It just doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, no.
It can't get any better than this, I'm telling you. Okay, walking up this stream, I want to show you guys. You see all this water here, we're going to call this frog water. Yeah, there could be fish in it, but where we're going to have the greatest chance to catch our fish, right up below that fast water coming in. That's going to create a run. It's going to be pushing food down through, and fish are going to be sitting in there and feeding, and that's where we've been catching them. So we're going to work our way up, and we're going to hopefully get a couple more on video. And that one hit, and you didn't get a chance to spit it. That one hit, and you didn't get a chance to spit it. And even Mike hits the flip button. We haven't had a good flip button. We've had a couple today, but this one's staying on. You know, you see these fish hitting. That's a beautiful fish. Look at that. See these fish hitting. A lot of people think, oh, I'm just tapping the bottom, but if you have your weight right, you're just going to roll across the bottom and you're going to feel that bottom. And when a fish hits, there's no doubt it's a fish. You have to be on the bottom to catch them because that's where they're feeding. A lot of people think of fly fishing, they're thinking top water, but 90-some% of the fish taken on a fly rod are taken underneath the water surface. Mike's gonna just keep on working further and further upstream like we've said. You're not, and there's a fish, and that's a nice looking fish.
Good fish.
As soon as he set the hook, I could see the bend in his pole, and I knew that was a nice one.
Now he's hooked in the side of the face.
Up, we got a foul hook. Shame on you. We got a little, that fish most likely struck at his nymph. Mike was just a split second too slow.
Right at the gill plate.
And a gill plate hook. You notice Mike wets his hand. That's something we've learned over the years. You want to wet your hand to keep from taking the natural slime off the fish. And give them a nice little release back into the water to get bigger and reproduce. Okay, a quick little move. Mike just got his little foul hook off. See if we can get another one on video. And that's it. Out of the bushes.
He was tight to the bank.
Out of the bushes. You know, you people that are new to fly fishing, keep this in mind. There's no back cast here. It's not really a big roll cast. There's nothing fancy to it. You want to let your line, come down past you, and when you pick up to flip your line back upstream, the actual current's going to load your rod, and that's what's going to give you your cast upstream most of the time. Or you want to kind of flip it and flop it up there, but the more you're in the water, the more chance you're going to have to catch a fish. So the more you're doing back casts and trying all these fancy things, less chance you're going to have to catch a fish. Now when it comes to dry fly fishing, that's a whole nother story. Bigger streams where it's open, you can do some different things, but here, you know, you got to kind of work with what you've got and adapt to your environment, and that's what we're doing. And there's another one, just like that.
Stop recording, didn't
There's no need to stop.
Whoa, this is a healthy guy.
Yeah, I see. He's not going to take you to your backing, but he's definitely fighting good. You might have to get the net on this guy, Mike. Oh my, look at the butter on that guy.
Good fish.
I'm going over to get a look at this guy. That's a beaut.
Yeah, bring the camera over.
Yeah, we got to get a look at this guy, Mike.
Here, I'll
Put him back in the net, get him in some water, but man.
My flies are caught on your leg, just so you don't walk away.
Okay, I'm going to go down here and look at him. I say the butter, but look at the color on the bottom of him, of this trout right here.
You can still see the par marks in that too.
Beautiful. It's got like
an older trout.
You're not kidding, like that bluish tint, those little round marks going through the middle of him.
Go ahead and release him.
There he goes.
My flies are on your leg.
I'll have to be caught another day.
I caught Ben.
Yeah, that's right. Biggest one of the day. Mike's calling this spot out. Double-double?
Double-double.
We're going to do a double-double right here.
We're going to get a double-double.
This is going to be a double camera shot in one clip. Check out how we do this. Okay, setting up my first camera. Mike's my subject. You can see him. I'm going to zoom in towards Mike. We have him right where he needs to be. I'm going to flip my lens. Hit my record button. Work my way over in front. Take a look back and see where I am in the camera. And right down here, I'm going to zoom in on Mike. And we're going to get the second camera shot of him. So whenever you're ready, Mike. There he is. Hopefully we got, oh, and he gets off, but we got the double hook up on video there, I'm sure. Let me look back. Oh yeah, we got it. Now we need to land one.
Good.
Okay, take 2 on the double-double. We had the hook up, now we need to land one.
There he is.
And there he is.
I gotta keep this one down under that tree.
Let me back up the camera here. Nothing wrong with that one, Mike. Nothing wrong at all.
Oh my, beautiful.
As long as I didn't move the camera, you can see we're working with limited equipment.
Car marks in this.
Check this guy out.
Run him down real fast.
Oh yeah.
That's that big hook that I just showed you, size 12, the competition nymph hooks that we're coming out with, and look how far that hook just buries through its
That's
nose
what you
there.
want.
And they come out so easy. Doesn't harm the fish at all. I mean, they slide right out like butter.
Beautiful. Those are the competition nymph hooks. Lively Legz will be selling here in the next, I'd say, couple months. We should have them by the fall 2016. Oh, there was a hit.
Did you see that?
You can't miss them. That sighter line, your eyes are just glued to it.
And you can tell the difference between a hook up on the bottom and, you know, when a fish strikes it.
Ooh.
That happens.
Happens to the best of them. And on a stream like this, it happens more often than not. Well, I think that's going to be it. We're going to go ahead and end the video there, and we're going to head over and fish another little stream here in Pennsylvania. See if we can't get some brookies on video as well. Hope you enjoyed this part of the video. It's going to be part 2. Nymph fishing, late spring, Pennsylvania with the Lively Legz crew.